Welcome back to another episode of Parenting in Progress. I'm Corey.
I'm Jordan.
And we're the Welches. Welcome back to another episode. It's going to be a wing it edition, meaning we have no structure. We are going to be talking off the cuff about...
What?
Excuse me?
The cuff?
Yeah. You never heard of that before?
No, like, what does that mean?
You've never heard of off the cuff?
I've never heard of off the cuff.
Google it.
Really? Why don't you just tell me what it is?
Why don't you Google it and see if I'm right? Can't believe you've never heard of off the cuff.
No, it sounds like something you just made up. Doesn't make any sense.
I didn't make it up.
How are you right? Informal without preparation. Like, that is 1000% fitting right now, and I want to know how you came up with that.
I am very smart.
You're not good with words.
Some words. Technically, that's not a word. That's a phrase.
Yeah, multiple words. You're not good at words. I love you, but I know there's words in these podcasts that you have messed up, and I didn't say a single thing, so I didn't get the death glare, but I know it didn't make sense, and I just hope the audience didn't catch it.
Okay, fine.
You're right this time. This time you got it right.
Well, I guess welcome back to a roasting session between Corey and Jordan, because this is what this is going to turn into.
I've never heard of that.
Wow. I one up Jordan. That's impressive.
It doesn't happen very often.
But I love it when I do.
I could go into some other examples of your words, but I won't, to save your
My what?
Your reputation, I guess.
I have a reputation? All right.
That's right, you do. All right, for real. Let's get it going.
The first thing I wanted to talk about is, I don't know about any other parents out there, but we talked about this basement project and how much it was going to make our lives in the upstairs world so much better. Once again, we're recording this and it looks like a bomb went off. Now, give a little background. It's been cold like it has been across most of the country last couple days. And we've been doing a lot of playing inside. Haven't been able to play a lot outside. But it looks like a bomb went off in here.
And that's with me cleaning up a little bit.
We've kind of kept on it a little bit off and on. But she's just like a little Tasmanian devil, I guess.
I mean, I feel like there's only so much organization you can have. And I know that we have some things that we want to do in the basement. I want to get like a buffet cabinet thing to put in our basement, to have Carly's basement toys down there to kind of alleviate the overflow over here, take some downstairs. I don't want the basement to then become some tornado.
I literally thought you meant like we're going to get like a buffet counter to where we could take stuff, put it down there and have like a Pizza Hut buffet.
Why are you always thinking of food?
I learned something too. Never even knew there was a buffet counter, whatever you want to call it. What'd you call it again?
A buffet. Yeah, like a Pizza Hut buffet. But it's like a cabinet that's a little bit taller. And they usually have doors in the front. And usually people put them, I think, in like dining rooms. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. I don't know. To like store their china or their fancy dinner plates and stuff like that. Or their napkins or their tablecloths. That's, I think, what it's for. Maybe you should Google that.
I've never heard of it. I guess I don't care enough to Google it. I'll believe you.
Okay.
Since you're so much better with words.
I am. Thank you very much. I can spell it for you too. Bet you couldn't do that.
Dang.
So what I'm saying is that hopefully our basement doesn't become some toy infested zone. And don't get me wrong, like, we have a daughter. We know that there's toys. It's not like we're against toys, but there's a part of me that's like, when it gets too cluttered, I like lose my mind and I get completely overstimulated and I can't handle it. So I like to have homes for places. And so, yes, we have our basement. It's done, got done Friday, but there's still toys everywhere.
There's toys everywhere down there. There's toys everywhere up here. I just think we got too many toys or something.
I have been cycling them out. I don't know if other parents do this, but Like I would filter through the toys that she doesn't play with. And like, even if she doesn't play with it right now, if it's still age appropriate, I will keep it out there. But if it's like definitely a baby toy or something that this isn't even a challenging for her, I've been putting them in bags, and we need to get like a plastic tote from the store and just put like baby toys, outgrown toys, because hopefully we'll have other kids and can break those back out. But there's no need to have all the toys out when they aren't even being used. And I feel like that might be why she doesn't play with all the toys she has, is there's just too much. I think we need to like clean it out a little bit.
The worst problem is she's old enough. She's not really at the pickup stage yet. I mean, you can get her to pick some things up, but like all these toys, you ain't going to get her to work that long for you. You're not.
And there's not like definite homes for some of these toys. You know, we have the toy box behind the couch, and she has a toy like the cube organizational thing in her room, but she doesn't necessarily know this toy goes here, this toy goes here. So she will pick up a toy, but then we will put it where we want it to go because she doesn't necessarily know.
And some of it isn't even toys. I mean, she's got pans out that's sitting beside you. She's into a little bit of everything. We've baby-proofed all of the serious stuff, but we got lazy and didn't baby-proof the rest of it, which to a certain point we're okay with. It's fine. We'll use those as a learning lesson, but...
Well, like right now we have a measuring cup sitting by the chair right here. Somehow she got it from the kitchen and now it's here in the living room. Like she's started taking your keys off of your end table, and I'm afraid she's going to take them and she's going to drop them and we don't know where they are. So I think you need to start putting those back up a little bit higher.
I do have an extra set up high, so we won't lose both sets, but
she's into chase. So like she wants to take something and then watch for your reaction to go get it, and then she runs.
She's also got some new funny phrases. She's been pretty funny this week, actually.
She is quite the character.
My favorite was the one morning we woke up. I think it was during the weekday. She woke up a little bit early, which always wakes Jordan and I up, even though we're laying there. And she go, "Poop, I farted."
Oh my gosh. Like, how can you not laugh at those moments?
I remember you were half asleep and you rolled over. You're like, "Did she just say I farted?" I'm like, "Yes, your daughter just told us she farted."
And I wonder who she learned that from.
You got to stop saying that word.
Mm-hmm. Another one that she's been doing is she'll put her finger in her nose and we'll say, "No, Carly, don't do that. Don't pick your nose. That's yucky." And then she thinks it's funny and she wants to stick her finger in your nose and then say, "Mama, I pick your nose. Mama, pick your nose. Daddy, I pick your nose." I'm like, no. So you're laughing at her because it's funny, and then she thinks it's funny, so she keeps doing it.
She's getting a little gross phase to her, because last night we were down in the basement and she'd act like she's picking her ear and then she'd try to wipe it on you somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like, where do you learn this at? Neither of us pick our ears and wipe it on each other.
She's probably used to me trying to pick her earwax out because she doesn't let me clean them hardly. And then she goes on and does it herself, I guess.
Is she just smart enough? She knows that it's yucky and that people don't like yucky things on them.
I mean,
where does she get the wiping part? Because she did that probably 20 times last night in the basement. She'd run over to me and she'd just wipe her finger on my fingers, and then she'd run away. And it even got to the point where she didn't even touch her ear. She'd just run back over just so you'd say yucky.
I don't know. She's funny. She's also gotten to learn how to say, "Come here," which is great. But then all the time it's, "Mama, Mama, come here." So she'll do that when I'm in the kitchen. She'll do that when she's in bed. "Daddy, come here." Like, okay, like I'm glad that we're getting more meaning out of it, but it's like, okay, I don't need to come here for every little thing. And then she'll also wave and say, "See you later. Bye." And that was a new one. Like, she's picking up so much.
And it's been cold outside, and Carly doesn't mind playing in the snow. She generally just dips her little gloves in there and then licks the snow off of them. That's about her consistency of playing in the snow. Dad, he sticks her on the sled, and she's always afraid of the sled. And I think this last time I figured out why she doesn't like the sled. Is because Dad will pull her around when he's walking and everything's good, but when Dad wants her to go fast and he starts running in the snow, it kicks snow up in little Carly's face and makes it really cold, and she hates everything at that point.
Yeah, like there's a part where she will start laughing because you're going fast and she likes it, but as soon as that snow kicks up in her face, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, it's like, I'm done. Like, done forever. I'm done forever. So we're going to try it again. I need to find a little longer rope. I don't know what I'm going to MacGyve up here this afternoon to hook onto that sled to make it longer. That way Dad doesn't kick the snow up in little Carly's face. But I think that's been her main issue with it. But she hasn't gotten to go outside the last couple days. It's been 0 or below 0. We've kind of just hunkered down, stayed warm, and did a lot of inside activities this weekend. It just was not a very good weekend for getting out and about.
No. And for the most part, she handles it well. I mean, the snow came this weekend, and I did bring some snow inside before lunch in the kitchen in a little container, and she really seemed to enjoy it. At first, she just wanted to eat it. But then I tried to get her to scoop some of it. And of course, it's such a dry, fine snow that it's not easily moldable. It was kind of hard to play with, but she liked it. I mean, that took probably 20 minutes at least. She played with that. We're going to go when she wakes up from nap. We're going to try to, like you said, we're going to try to get the sled fixed so she can try that out. Hopefully she likes it a little bit better.
Yeah, and she doesn't last very long in the snow. She's pretty well done. This won't last longer than half an hour, I bet.
I'd say 15 minutes max, probably.
I mean, it's been fairly short. She just kind of gets cold, and I don't think she likes being bundled up because then she's all restricted, and I don't think she's liked all that yet.
No, and I mean, it's not like we have snow and it's 30 degrees outside. We have snow and it was like 0 this morning. It's warmer now, but she doesn't need to be out there for more than 30 minutes anyway.
Our weather station says it's 16 degrees and it feels like 11.
That's a big improvement from earlier today.
It's been pretty good from the last couple days. It's been 0 and single digits, and most of the wind chill has been negative. Luckily, we don't live any further north.
Yeah. So thankfully, we have, like we talked about before, we have the Google Nest thermometer thing in her room. And so on these really cold nights, we've been basing it off of her room, which we do any night. But the last few nights, we've had her in her warmer pajamas.
It's a sensor, by the way.
Sensor, yeah. Okay. Well, we judge it off of her room anyway. And she has 2 outside walls. So I was hot last night. I don't know about you.
Yeah. As cold as it's been, our room gets hot and then it gets okay. And then it gets hot and then it gets okay. Most of the time, I don't sleep with our duvet on because it's warm enough in our room.
And I am always like to be warm. And I was hot last night.
Which Carly's room is cold. It's on the corner of the house. She's got 2 outside walls. She's got more outside walls than we do, technically. So her room is colder than ours. So our motto is always keep her warm, and we will put on and take off as needed.
Yeah, so we put her in her warmer pajamas the last few nights. And then she, like I've said before, she sleeps in a sleep sack. We really like the Kite Baby brand. If they want to listen and send us some free stuff, that'd be awesome because it's kind of expensive. But they had a sale like a week or so ago. And so I bought the size up because she is outgrowing the size that she's in. And I know she's almost 2 and she's in a sleep sack, but she's also still in her crib. So, and we didn't buy the one that has the feet with the walkers. She does fine in this sleep sack. So we just bought her the size up for that. And then there's going to be some transitions and some decisions to be making as she gets, that 2.5, 3 stage for sure, as far as moving out of the crib to what bed we want next and those fun transitions.
Yeah, we've tried a couple times to start transitioning away from Passy at night, and that one is going to be very difficult. We have gotten her off of the Passy everywhere else but nap time and sleeping at night. So that's going to be a difficult one. I don't know when we're going to tackle that, if we'll get it done before summer or not. We're going to try.
Oh, I definitely want to do it by summer.
Because that was kind of my deal, is plan B would be backup of summer and go that route. But
my original goal was by 2, and that's in like 2 weeks. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But yeah, we have that one. And, I've always been a little bit more hesitant. Maybe it's because I'm a first-time mom, when it comes to safe sleep, and I'm watching the room temperature. And like right now, she is not in her sleep sack while she's sleeping. She's has a blanket on, and we haven't done a blanket at night. I think she honestly sleeps better in the sleep sack because I think it's a little sleep cue for her. Like, I know it's time to go to bed and we don't have to worry about it. So we've been doing some blankets during nap time. She's done well with them, but she doesn't have a pillow either. She's still rear facing, like in her car seat. Like, I feel like there's a lot more information that's coming out now about some of those things in protecting kids and stuff. So the things that the car seats we were thrown in, and all the 50 million blankets and stuffed animals and pillows I know I had in my bed.
Like my parents and your parents all say it, you guys survived. All that stuff's a hazard now, and, can just have issues with kids, but you guys survived. So it couldn't have been as bad as some say it was. Not saying there wasn't problems. Obviously there was. I'm sure when Carly has her kid someday, we'll be like, oh, well, we did it this way. Oh, you can't do that anymore, Dad and Mom. Can't do that way.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's just technology and everything changing as we keep getting older and older and growing. But yeah, I was pulling her up on the Nanit. She still got her blankie on. She still does. Usually she throws it off of there, and we kind of worry about her getting cold sometimes, so we'll sneak back in and throw it back on her. She's usually pretty good about throwing that thing off, but she must be out like a light because she's still in the same position as when we left her.
She needed a nap.
She did. She did not want one. She fought us just a little bit, but finally Mom and Dad laid down the law and said, you don't get to go outside, and you don't get to go to Grandma and Papa's if you don't take a nap. So you need to take a nap. Which just made me think of one thing, Jordan. How many stuffed animals do we have in the bed right now?
Right now, I think there's 3. It started off with 1, B. Then it was B and Lammy. Now it's B, Lammy, and Kitty. And it has been a teddy bear too.
4 little animals in her bed.
And she'll hold them all. It's the cutest thing. She's got all of them in front of her like death grip.
And you got to bring them all too. We got to have them. I have to shut the toilet now for when we brush teeth at night, because heaven forbid one of them drops and gets in the toilet, because they've dropped 3 or 4 times already.
Oh, geez.
But she had B forever. That was her OG one. And then we had B and Lammy for a really long time. Somehow she got attached to the Lammy. And then Teddy has recently came in, and Kitty has recently came in, and we just got a party in the bed.
Yeah. And the funniest things, what did she want to sleep with the other night? Oh, she got a Christmas present from my brother and sister-in-law and niece and nephew. And it's like a little floating octopus, and it has little rings that you toss in it in the bath. Well, she's latched onto those rings and thought she needed to go to bed with bath rings. So there's been that. She's also really into the If You Give a Mouse a book series. So we have the movie theater one, the If You Give a Moose a Muffin, and then If You Give a Pig a Party. And she really liked me reading them, and now she's just attached to the books, and I can't read them to her. Like, she'll look through the pages, but she'll say, no, mama, and she doesn't want me to read them to her, but yet she'll cling on to the book. Like, we've had to rock with the book before. She's fallen asleep with the book, and then I've had to come back in and take the book away. I mean, her little attachments that she gets on random things is funny.
They're so weird. They're so weird.
So she's definitely becoming more of like a stuffed animal girl. She hasn't been as much into her babies lately. It's been a lot more stuffed animals, which that's fine.
We had all the stuffed animals out yesterday. Every single one. I don't know how many she's got. It's got to be around 20.
Oh, easily. And I remember like growing up, some of my friends had, it's like a little net that you would hang from the ceiling, like a triangle net. And then that's where you'd toss like all your stuffed animals would be like in this net. I don't know if you've ever seen one, if I like look up a picture of it, but we're almost at that point that we need an above ground storage for all the stuffed animals. Did you ever have any stuffed animals when you were little?
I did, but I don't ever being really attached to like a single one or anything like that. Like I had some and I would play with them off and on, but I never really had anything that I just had to go to bed with or anything of that sort.
Oh, I did.
Because the weird part is she'll go to bed with these. She'll play with Kitty and Teddy off and on throughout the day. Lammy she doesn't play with and B she doesn't play with. She only naps and sleeps with them.
And she asks for them. Like if we don't have them, she'll say, B, are you? Like, B, where are you? Lammy, are you? And we'll go find them for her. That's interesting. You're right. I haven't noticed that though, that she doesn't care about them during the day. Or like when she snuggles in the morning, she has them, but that's it. But like when I was growing up, I had a baby blanket that my aunt made me that I slept with for I don't know how long. And then I also had a little teddy bear that my parents gave me. It was like a Valentine's bear. It was white and it had, I think, either a pink or red heart on it. I liked monkeys, so I had a lot of stuffed animal monkeys. But that teddy bear, I think its name was Kisses. That was it. Kisses. Kisses in the blanket I always slept with.
Kisses.
It had a heart. It was a Valentine's.
And you say I'm bad with words. You can't even name a monkey.
No, it's not a monkey. It's a bear.
A bear?
Yes.
Named Kisses.
Yes. It was Valentine's.
Whatever. Must be a girl thing, guys. Don't worry about it. Just let it go.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we have some transitions to come in the near future. We would like to get rid of the rocking chair that's in her room. It would free up so much space in her room. I mean, her room isn't huge to begin with, but especially if we're going to get to a twin size bed, I would like to kind of skip the toddler bed. Don't really want to have to pay for a toddler bed in the meantime. So we'll have to figure out how to make a twin work, but that chair would need to leave. But then that affects our nap and bedtime routine because we always rock in there. So I don't know.
And we're just going to take one transition at a time. We got to figure out what needs to come first, get it done, get her transition to it. Okay, what's next? And just start stair-stepping it. Mm-hmm. But it seems like there's a lot here, and it seems like a short amount of time of what we would like to get it done. Maybe it happens on our time frame. Maybe it doesn't. But we're going to have to do one at a time because you can't do multiple or you'll just wreck their little world and they aren't going to know a single thing.
Yeah, it's overwhelming for them. And last month at our parents teachers meeting, which reminds me I have one this week. Last month, the lady was like, has she shown any interest in the potty? And I'm like, well, I mean, not to use it herself, no. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to start thinking about that. I know she's almost 2, but between 2 to 3, I feel like for girls is a potty training time. I mean, my idea was to do that this summer, but obviously if she shows signs that she's ready before that, we'll work on it. But then I'm Googling like potty seats and stuff that we'll need to get in the future for her. And it's just like, she's not my little baby anymore.
She hasn't been a baby for a long time.
I know, but she's growing up and it's exciting. She's doing really cool, fun things, but it is sad.
Well, that's the best and worst thing about kids.
I know.
Them growing up. It's the most exciting thing. And it's also sad on the next day. You're like, man, ain't going to have to do that again. I mean, she walks a lot now. We used to have to carry her. You used to have to flop her over, turn her on her tummy. We used to have to do tummy time all the time. Oh, yeah. Jordan was so concerned about tummy time. I'm like, she'll be fine. It's all right.
I know. There was a lady at work this week that her daughter is in high school and they were getting ready to go to a basketball game and talking about how her parents went to everything for her. And, this game was like 3.5 hours away and there was a snowstorm coming and they went to it. And she's like, oh my gosh, she's a sophomore. She's like, I only have 2 more years at the house with her left. She's like, and it changes and it's good, but it will never be the same. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, like you have 2 Christmases left, without college, of your whole family living at your house. Like, that's so sad. And again, I feel like we talk about this in every single episode, but just like cherishing those moments and soaking in everything, and not like, I know that I've been guilty of things like I wasted some time doing something instead of giving her more time and attention, but it goes by so fast, and the amount of time you get with them just goes down.
So next episode, we're going to probably talk about Carly's got a birthday coming up. We've got some presents picked out, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully you liked our unstructured podcast. Just to be honest, we didn't have a whole lot of time to write an agenda for it anyway. So we decided, heck, we'll just have a winged episode and make it work. So with that being said, that's all we've got for you guys today. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to Parenting in Progress. If you like what you heard and you're listening to us on YouTube, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. If you're listening to us on other platforms, go ahead, give us a follow and a rating. We truly appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.